Say, hi, Jimmy. What have you got there?
It's my suitcase. I just moved in.
That's nice. Jimmy just graduated from the U and moved into the big city. He just started out, so he doesn't have much money, but he needs to find a place to live. Could he live here? Nope.
You're right. I don't have enough dough to live here, but I want to live in a smart neighborhood with lots of coffee shops and no violence. What do I do?
Well, Jimmy, you can move into a minority, low-income neighborhood and gentrify it.
What?
Gentrification. It's the restoration of run-down urban areas by the middle class, resulting in displacement of poor minorities.
I'm sorry, what?
First, realize that gentrification does not happen overnight. It takes a risk taker. It takes a person with determination and an entrepreneurial spirit. It takes a white person. Here, Jimmy, I'll show you how.
I'm not sure this is the right neighborhood. There's a lot of people, of culture here.
Well, it might not be the right location, Jimmy. The first step is finding a neighborhood to gentrify. One must look for a neighborhood with low-rent housing, locally owned ethnic shops, and opportunities for cultural enlightenment.
But how will I know which one will work?
Step 1, Jimmy, is finding a woman who seems to be living in the area. But not just any white woman, a white lesbian woman. They're like vultures to the dying, decaying neighborhoods that are just begging for gentrification. Found a place to live, Jimmy?
Yeah, I sure gentrified this apartment.
Not good enough, Jimmy. You need to bring in more affluent people. Attract people like us by demanding goods and services traditional Americans enjoy.
How?
Start demanding more from your local coffee shops. They'll have to adjust to the tastes of the new, whiter neighborhood.
Excuse me. I'll have a caramel macchiato, please.
Make sure all signs are spelled correctly, in English. Stay away from food that you don't recognize. If it isn't American, it probably isn't worth eating. In order to attract more enlightened people, you need to start community events like book clubs, summer lacrosse leagues, and Ira Glass fan clubs. Next, start writing about your experience on an ironically titled blog. Make up a name for the neighborhood that can be considered romantic and appealing to upper middle class people. Hey, Jimmy, how's that arts festival planning going?
Apple and Preston and I are really moving on this thing. Deer Hunter might play.
But how is your next door neighbor, the cab driver?
Oh, Anwar. You know, he's actually a really great guy. I was talking to him the other day.
Yeah, okay. How's Anwar?
Oh, he had to move out because he couldn't pay the rent.
Don't be sad, Jimmy. He's moved to a place that he can afford. It's simple economics, supply and demand. The invisible hand at its best. Nothing you did wrong. It's just the natural forces that we should all accept as inevitable. Gee, this neighborhood sure looks brighter. It looks cleaner, safer, and more secure. The kind of place everyone would want to live. Not just lesbians. Everyone. All the people that matter. All the people that you want to talk to and get to know. Gentrification makes all this possible. It brings a self-respect and a spirit of goodwill towards the entire neighborhood. There is no downside. The rising tide of gentrification lifts all boats. Everyone benefits, everyone wins. Everyone.
Market. Cut.
Sarah, let's get out of here. Come on.